Oakland, California. City population of 433,823 as of the 2021 census with our infamous area code of 510. Our town has a rich history of those who fought for equal rights and are often seen as the Bay Area underdogs. Everywhere in Oakland, the place is littered with art by street artists, whether it's a paid mural, a couple of tags on the city walls, or a memorial for someone. For those whose voices are often left out or forgotten, a couple of cans of spray paint can usually get the message through. No matter what preconceived notions the people have about Oakland, we always manage to hold our ground. The question for this project is, what does it mean to have a voice, and how is the youth doing during these trying times? Well, in my opinion, I think the youth is doing pretty good.
One of the ways I like to express myself here at Youth Beat is coming up with stories. I don't like to write necessarily, but I like thinking of ideas and how I'm gonna execute them.
I tend to tell stories that are inspired by things that actually happened. I like the whole write what you know type thing, or at least adapt off of what you've experienced. And I think it's kind of cathartic, like putting your experiences on a very visual medium where, I don't know, in years you can look back on it and have such a visual representation of what you were going through and what you were feeling.
Yeah, storytelling, I think, is a good way to express yourself, especially writing from what you know. I agree on that one. Yeah, because that's kind of where all inspiration comes from, things that you know and things that you've experienced. I think that's where most of it comes from. Definitely, how I was raised and how I was taught to do things definitely affected me. Especially creatively, I was told to not to half-ass things, and also to take my time and also have patience, because it's I was a very impatient person, and I still am, but it's a learning thing where you have to be patient to put out the best thing, and you have to choose the right time to put out the best thing and put out your best work, and not something you're too excited to put out, because that's not your best.
My whole family is really, really creative, and my mom is also very, very ambitious, and that is something I got from her. So I guess getting ahead is something that's really, really important to me.
I'd say since we're older, we do have maybe a little bit more experience in terms of maybe the media we consumed or the way we were taught to make stories. So we can definitely help pass along those ideas, but also the students may have different experiences that we didn't get to learn when we were younger, so they can pass that along to us. So it's like a cycle, essentially. I think of it as passing ideas around and sharing each other's thoughts of stuff you want to make, stuff you want to incorporate, or things you've gotten inspiration from.
I think the way that I've expanding my creativity, even though graduating from Youth Beat and then going more into college and trying to expand my knowledge, I think the thing that really sets me is being part of the classes and seeing all of the challenges that we give the students to show their work and all of that. I don't know, it inspires me too to advance and create more stuff. So if they're doing an experimental film or they're writing something, I'm also there whenever I have free time, and I'm oh, this is great, I'll write something. It just keeps me continuing to be in that space of creativity that allows me to grow too.
I value my work a ton, for myself, and every time I make a new film, I feel like I'm improving.
Yeah.
And thinking of new ideas for my films, and but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
I realized that this community is a very special place where not many would have. It's a bit of an escapism, really. But I'm sure that the people here enjoy their time, and after leaving here or even spending one summer here, I'm pretty sure that everyone knows what they want to do right after.
Muchos que no saben qué es lo que hacemos es enseñarles la cultura, ¿verdad? Que se hacía en México durante hace muchos años, y eso es lo que tratamos de que se beneficie la gente, que tengan un conocimiento más sobre lo que nosotros hacemos.
Una vez que entras al círculo de danza, te olvidas de todo, te olvidas de los problemas, te olvidas del trabajo, te olvidas de todo lo que hay afuera. Entonces es como un escape también, y una vez que empiezas a danzar, empiezas a experimentar esa energía, esa conexión, y es muy beneficioso porque empiezas a sentir esa medicina que hay dentro de la danza.
A voice, I realized, is not just a weapon or a shield or anything like that. I realized that it is something much more powerful. It is who we are and identifies everything that we want to be. I realize now that as youth of Oakland and those who are slowly becoming adults, this voice of ours must be protected and used well. And so I leave a goodbye message to my fellow seniors here at the Youth Beat program. Be yourself, don't worry about anything else. I wish you all luck. See you next time.